Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Barrett in Las Vegas, Nevada, joined as I always am on a Tell the Truth Wednesday with my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair, Jennifer Falad-Doring in Hayden, Idaho. Jen, how are you doing on this wonderful Tell the Truth Wednesday?
Doing good today. Doing good.
Sorry, I screwed up the beginning there. I wanted to tell you, though, that I think it was Scott Ferguson, a friend of mine, sent me a text or message the other day. And he said, twice now I've been in airports and I'm watching your show and the music starts playing and black people start dancing to it in the airport. So
Good.
Apparently our theme song, created by or found by TV's Blake Wally, has a lot of reach. Okay, guys, I wanted to give you something quick that Jen and I did. We had a conversation yesterday, and I pulled together my intel that I've been able to scrape together, and you combined it with what you've been getting in readings, in yearly readings, and we came up with kind of a timeline. So what I thought I would do at the beginning is share the timeline. So we are going to go there and bring it up. And this is what we think, based on our information, is going on. Now, if you remember, Jen said a couple weeks ago, January 11th through the 17th, something's going to happen, and she thinks publicly, and she thinks I believe that's correct, Jen. Is that right?
We're looking for it to post to the Forex, yeah.
So, looking for it to post to Forex. Iraq gets a new rate. It's probably public. It's probably something people can see. Now, I want to caution you about this because it could be a variety of things. The new rate could be 1,000 to 1. It could be going from 1,300 to 1,000 to 1 and then go on the Forex. But that doesn't matter if it's 1,000 to 1. Because if it goes to 1,000 to 1, then it floats upward. It's going to float. That means it's going to increase in value. The key thing is that it's public, it's on the Forex, and it has revalued, which means the process has started. Now, hopefully this is something that we see and hear in public, and I'm betting that it is, because I think that's what we're talking about here, is during this period, the 11th through the 17th, which ends today, but possibly could go into the weekend, is the period of time when we're supposed to maybe get a new rate from Iraq. Now, and other people have said this, have confirmed this basic time frame. Now, I got from an intel source between January 20th and January 24th is when we expect to get our notifications. That is starting, I guess, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So a window between Saturday and Wednesday is when we get the notifications that, okay, this thing is happening and you can set your exchange appointments. Then, I believe, Jen, if I heard it correctly, what Jen got then next is that February is when our appointments actually happen. And there is this, and what these appointments are going to be is exchange of currencies into the treasury, basically, which will be held in gold-backed accounts, which cannot actually be seen by the current banking system in the US. So the plan is apparently to give everybody a 1% loan. If you have $3.2 million after your exchange, you would get $320,000? No, $3,200. Let's make it simpler. If you had $300 million, you get $3 million to go spend after your exchange. Now, Jen, you also got, I believe, that there's a possible delay here in this process, that's where there might be a delay. So that might stretch us for another couple weeks, but the exchanges will have been done. They will be attempting to put together these 1% loans for fiat. That's fiat currency. It's not gold backed. The reason is they can't give you gold backed currency if we're not on the gold system yet. And then in March is when everything starts to happen. Biden is removed, the economy collapses, we go to the gold-backed US currency, and that's when we get full funding. So that is the timeline, I believe, Jen, that we discussed yesterday. I tried to write it down, and what you're hearing and what I'm hearing on two different sides of the coin. So,
all right, let me do my rundown because there's a few things missing here.
okay.
Leave that up there.
Okay.
So I can. Okay. Sometime this week we're hoping, and it's as of this moment in time, people, and so unless something terrible happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a gentle short to add to that, that I asked about this morning. Okay, so this week, we're looking for a rate change. We're looking for a post to the Forex. That will kick everything off. Then the plan is last part of January, approximately. We don't have to be too, approximate with these dates here. We get some kind of notifications. Really feels like the very end of January for me, because what I saw was people going to appointments like first week of February. Okay, very first part of February.
Okay.
Now, when you go to the appointment, they're going to tell you. Now, people ask, well, what if I'm in a dire straits and I need money right this second? Well, that there may be some kind of deal where they say, well, let's take out a little bit of currency and just do a regular exchange like anybody would if they had come back from the country, and we'll give you the cash for that right now, but up to a certain amount.
Mm-hmm.
But when they sit you down, they're going to create your treasury account. It's going to be in there. The money's going to be in there, but it has to be real money. Okay. So it has to be gold backed money. They're going to say, we have this account. There's going to be a delay. We need to receive word from the Treasury that, yes, we recognize this account. Yes, this is an actual asset of this person now. You can use it to give them a loan until such time as this money becomes available. Now,
Yeah, that becomes the collateral for the loan, right?
Yeah,
right.
That is now your collateral, just like you would have equity in your home, something of value. And so they will use that to loan you. It depends on, I assume it would depend on how much you have, but probably up to a certain amount that they can handle. And that's why the big banks are involved, so they can handle those loans. They're going to probably make a fee on that loan. That's why they want to do it. Okay. During that time, there is a delay before you get that money for that loan. Okay. Because we want to receive information from the Treasury back to the big bank saying, yes, this is legitimate. It's all set in stone. We have acknowledged it. You can go ahead and use it. And then the bank sets up a loan, and there's always some kind of delay there of a week or so until that funds and goes into an account of yours. So that whole process could be about 30 days. Okay. Until you get
from the appointment to the time you get your 1% in your bank account.
Right. And you know how banks work, even if for a mortgage, anything like that, it takes time, correspondence back and forth. And now, once again, this is as of this moment in time. Then what I was seeing is March is a very big month. I saw that the loans become available beginning of March, approximately. Probably close to end of March, we'll probably go to gold. Then we get the full funding. That money is legitimate currency in that treasury account. You can access that money, move it around, pay off that loan. Biden somewhere in the middle is removed right before we go to gold. And then we have our Gentel short for the day.
Okay, let me pull that up. You want me to show that to people?
Pull
that up. Yeah. Shall we pull it up?
I don't know it's just a text message, but go ahead.
Okay.
I text myself stuff so I don't forget.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
Okay. So this morning I asked Gabriel what's the chance of going, posting to the Forex this week. 80% chance of posting to the Forex today or tomorrow. Let's throw in Friday too. Let's just to be safe. But we're about 80% sure that they're ready for that. He says that everyone is ready. Now, there are people who've received money but are under NDA. So I assume the bondholders, things like that. There are people who have received money, but they're not going to tell anybody because they're not going to screw it up. The change of the political situation, and I forgot that I told you Biden removed in March when I asked this question, and he said change of summary of what he said, change of the political situation is on hold until March to get the RV settled. We have to do this. They have to get the old money off the street.
In Iraq, right?
Everywhere.
Oh, of course.
Iraq is just it's just the trigger. Okay? For some reason, they're the trigger, and we're waiting for them to post to the Forex, and then that starts rolling, and then you see the other countries start doing that. Then we get notifications, then we go to the appointments, and we're not just doing Iraq at the appointments. It's the whole deal. And that is what I know as of now.
Okay. That's actually pretty damned exciting, Jen. I mean,
it is. What a great day.
It's like we should be really happy about that. And unlike certain people like Fetterman who kind of, are like, we have to wait some more.
I'm done with that. I was doing that too. And I'm like, this isn't me.
Yeah.
I'm learning all this time in my life and presented with horrific situations to teach me this conscious creation, to stop doing that, stop creating the bad stuff. This is my reality. This is your reality. This is your journey. And if you can write it, most of it, and then come here, you're writing it along the way. And we really have to stop all that, because what do you get when you do that? Bad situations.
Yeah, bad situations. Well, there's for our birthday, since I'm not spending $2,000 on U2 to go see the same songs I've heard for the last 30 years. If I wanted to go watch a U2 tribute band, I'm going to go see Joey and Hollywood U2 in February, and come and see that. Come out to the Hard Rock Cafe and join me there for that show. My husband, but I'm taking Dave to Collective Soul for our birthday, a week from Saturday. And they're a really good band from the 1990s, some great songs. There's a song of theirs I love called Precious Declaration, which keeps going through my head. And there's one of the lyrics is Precious Declaration says, "All believe all hope is gone." And I can't, that kept running through my head, and I'm like, this is negative. I can't have this in my head. So I had to go look up the lyric. Oh, and it's "All believe all hope is gone no longer." Is what the line is. So now I'm singing it in my head the right way, because I'm not going to believe that anymore. So it's like, it's really important to keep all of your thoughts and your vibes positive, and not to sing sad, depressing songs, but sing happy songs that make you feel better.
And your thoughts, in the spiritual community, we've been aware of this for a long time. Raise your vibration, be positive, manifest all this stuff. But we're taking a step up on this and to really viewing our life, our personal experiences, as a book that's half written. So you want to see those pages, and you're the author, and your thoughts are filling in the missing lines. So if it should say, well, you wrote to have a problem with the car today, that can be a massive, the car dies, or a massive accident, or that could be that, well, it took a second to start. It can be tiny, it could be huge, it is our choice. When I was much younger, one little thing in a day, if I go out to work when I was younger and somebody said something, oh, my whole freaking day's ruined. And then you're telling people all day long, I'm having a bad day. Instead of disregarding that and saying, no, what a great day. I'm having a wonderful day. And then seeing things in your mind later in that day that happened that are great.
Right. And not saying to people, oh, I'm sick, I have a sinus infection. Say, I am healing. I've been saying I am healing before I go to bed. And I was getting better until I went back to the doctor yesterday. Now I want steroids again. So give me a break. I want steroids. But yeah, it is
if you have
important
to
to have.
keep telling yourself all day long, everything's okay now.
Yeah,
Everything's okay now. Thank you, God.
everything's okay.
Do it. And so these are the things I've been learning. And clearly wrote in some situations that I could learn from, right? Over the past 2 years, which was, terribly optimistic of me when I wrote that. But I've been learning along the way, and it really is a choice. Whether you want to stay in an anxious state, you want to stay in a depressed state, it's more than that.
Right.
It's pairing up with the creator to write the rest of that story.
Yeah.
Now, you have all seen the results of that since we put out on Telegram. Let's create us very generally saying that it goes to the Forex and it is good. Thank you, God. Without being too specific, because we don't want to conflict with each other, right?
Mhm.
And what happened after that? After a very long time and nothing, we start hearing all this talk about, oh my God,
Right.
it's going to post to the Forex. Oh, we're going to have a rate change.
Mhm.
You're all learning along the way too. So we can't drop the ball, sit down and cry, oh, nothing's ever going to happen. If the people that are saying nothing's ever going to happen, what are they experiencing in their reality? Nothing happening.
Right. And it is going to happen. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. 550 people joining us today on Tell the Truth Wednesday. For those of you who didn't come here after Monday, you screwed up because you missed a lot of interesting information already. But luckily, these videos will only get taken down off of Mike Barrett 3 and Mike Barrett 333. They will be on Mike Barrett 2 for a while until they suspend that channel again. But you can always go to mikebarrett.blogspot.com and pick up today's show along with any other shows that might be out there. John, I don't know why I have to do this extra thing, but go to mikebarrett.blogspot.com where you can find all of our shows, including last night's Toxically Masculine Tuesday with Dr. Brooks and TV's Blake Wally, the Monday morning show, links to my book, some of my lectures over on Odyssey, lots of cool stuff on mikebarrett.blogspot.com. It also takes you then directly to the Rumble channel where you guys can sign up for a $5 a month subscription, which is a great way to support the show. It's a mere $5 a month. If we can get, gosh, Jen, if we could get 1,000 of you, that would be awesome to sign up for that. You get a little red castle and you get your questions answered first. And we need to do that quick today because we only have Jen for a little bit of time. And I have something I want to talk to Jen about after that. So please also do not forget to visit our absolutely wonderful, whoops, I screwed that up. Our absolutely wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus over at the cbdgurus.com, where you can get all kinds of wonderful CBD products for your health. And if you go to the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale, you can pick up this week's specials, including stuff like the natural gummies, the Miracle Gold. I think the sleep gummies are in there this week. They're not. There's a great sleep gummy, super immunity formula, the soft gels, all kinds of stuff to help you with various issues. And you get, if you use the discount code ALIEN, ALIEN, you get all kinds of cool stuff like a 500 free Iraqi dinar or 5,000 dinar for orders over 125, 500 for orders over just plain old $25. And you can also go into Mike B Formal Wear and pick up some, ladies' pajama bottoms with my face on them and Mark Z's face and aliens and UFOs. And I mean, what girl does not want that, Jen? What girl doesn't want to wear my face on her pajama bottoms? I just can't think of anybody. So
No comment.
Go over there and pick up at the cbdgurus.com and support them. Also, we are supported by MikeBarrettPets.com. If you slide over to MikeBarrettPets.com, you will see all kinds of super cool health products for your pets based on mushrooms and deer antler extract and natural whole foods that have been formulated specifically to make your pups and your kitty cats feel better. It features the Coriolis versicolor mushroom. This is wonderful stuff. I met Diana up in Boulder City, who is a master nutritionist. She's a certified pet nutritionist. And not only that, she will happily consult with you guys about what's going on with your pets and which products you can are best to use, email her at mikebarapets@gmail.com. mikebarapets@gmail.com. And you can pick up all these products, and you can also pick up her advice on how to do it. I've been giving Barkley the mush puppies. Let's go to the shop now. I've been giving Barkley the mush puppies for dogs and the Mojos, and he is so full of energy. It's absolutely crazy. These contain freeze-dried liver bits and lots of other cool stuff. There's no fillers. It's all human grade food. It is absolutely wonderful for your pets. And then I've been giving him the mush puppies. I don't know what she's going to recommend for you, but email her over at mikebarapets.com. They also have great products for the kitties. I've been giving Miss Fluffy Muffy some of the super sauce stuff. I know my friend Kimberly Reck gave it to Ripley. He's feeling better. Barkley's a bundle of energy. This stuff really works. They also have products for horses, if you have a horsey, and for humans. And I am going to be taking the Enforce Versicolor, this stuff, the green stuff, and the Enforce Restore, which is a liver support. Lots of other cool stuff. They have Clarity. They have various products for human beings as well. So slide over to mikebarapets.com, and don't forget to email Diana in Boulder City for whatever your issue is. If your issue is with your dog, your kitty, or your human self, or your horse, just do it at mikebarapets@gmail.com, and she will help you out. That's mikebarapets.com. And Jen, why don't you tell us everything that is going on over at jenniferfalaw.com?
Okay. Well, it's that time again. The weight loss healings are on sale. Before you know it, you're gonna have to take your sweats off, and you're gonna have to put on shorts, and it's time. It's time to shed that holiday weight. And so the way this works, it's kind of like hypnosis. It's talk with the soul. It's a full body cleanse and healing. Get rid of the bad guys telling you to eat all that stuff, and get rid of anything that is contributing to you keeping weight on. And then it's talk with the soul and the subconscious, the soul, to pair up with the conscious to help you stay on your plan and to rid your body of excess fat. And then there's a red light fat burn that goes on. So this is to help you stay on your plan, help yourself. Recommended to get 3 months. It's a monthly healing. You can do, if you're real serious, you can do bi-weekly if you want. If you multiple purchase, use the donation button, the love button above. And what I do is make a file for you. It pops up in my calendar, and when the time it comes, I do it again, and I email you when I'm done. The yearly forecasts are still available. They will not be available for long. If you really want one, get in there and get one. And we've got Marcy Howell doing cleanses. Susan's on there for her work. And I'm also taking new students. If you would like to learn to do what I do, you will receive 9 interdimensional meditation and psychic development video classes to watch. You will receive 4 one-hour coaching sessions with me. I start a book for you. I evaluate your current gifts, where you're currently at, and what you'd like to achieve, and we tailor make it to you from there. And I walk you through the whole thing and tell you when to watch a video, what exercises to do. You could do monthly or bi-weekly. So I am taking new students. When I get enough, I'll pull that down, and I will not accept any more for the year. So if you're serious about it and you'd like to do that, get on in there and get all those things now.
Cool. That, folks, is what is going on over at jenniferfalaw.com with the pretty angel at the top of the page. All right. CBDgurus.com, mikebarapets.com, and jenniferfalaw.com. We appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, guys, we have to rush through this today. We only have Jen for about 20 more minutes, so we're going to slide over to Rumble and take some Rumble questions, because guess what? $5 a month subscribers, people with the little red castles next to their name, they get to ask their questions first. Gary, good morning, Mike and Jen. A question: will retirees see their new increase this month or February? That is a rumored thing that Social Security is going to be increased. Jen, what do you think?
For the people who asked me personally, I don't know if it's everyone. But for the people that asked me in private readings, I was getting there was going to be some extra supplemental check coming in February.
Cool. Very cool. That may be a response to the fact they found out that he's trying to give Social Security to illegal immigrants. People may be like, that ain't going to happen. And then maybe they'll say, oh, guess what? We're going to give you some extra supplemental money. So that would be good. Bernie says, hi, Jen. I'm going for an interview here in the UK on Tuesday morning. Bernadette, will I get it? Bernadette wants to know if she's going to get a job interview.
Yeah, I see you signing papers.
Cool. Very cool. Okay. Annette, I believe, in Florida. Olaf from Miami, Jen and Mike. Yesterday, Bruce, we all know Bruce from his broadcast, mentioned rates for the first time as far as I know. He said dinar above $16 at the redemption centers. Gee, Jen, where have we heard that before? Besides Dr. Shabibi, we've heard that rate somewhere else. Where did we hear that rate? 16?
That was me.
Yeah.
And you know how I got that? I got that because at the time I had 250,000 dinar. And I asked Gabriel, so if somebody were to go to redemption and had 250,000 dinar, I believe it was 250, how much money would I get? Or they get? And he said $4 million.
And that's 16. So, all right. Susan Clemens, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber over on Rumble. Hi, Jen. Do you see my son Will, Susan's son Will, moving, attending college, and playing football at Cal Lutheran in Southern California? It's Thousand Oaks this fall. Or will he continue school in Northern California and live at home? Susan is asking this about her son Will.
He's going to continue the current plan right now.
Continue the current plan. Okay.
Not really sure why. It's the other plan he may do later.
Christine Packer. Hi, Christine. We hope you're doing well.
Love you, Christine. I saw your comments.
Does Grassley being hospitalized mean, if anything, is he in protective custody or something along those lines? That's a good question. Grassley was hospitalized for an infection yesterday.
He did have an infection. He was hospitalized. I don't think there's anything major about it. I think he'll be back out and be fine.
Okay. Kim Coatney, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hi, Mike and Jen. I had to go to an oral surgeon to get my tooth pulled, and I'm scheduled for tomorrow. Will everything go okay, or will they not do it due to a cold I'm getting over? Thanks. Kim wants to know.
They can do it.
By the way, we need your real first name and the name of the person or entity or kitty that you're asking about. Katie Wofford says, Jen, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Thank you, Katie. Do you see if the property I've been dreaming and am excited about becoming ours? I guess she means her and her husband. Katie Wolford wants to know.
I'm not sure if it's necessarily the one you've been dreaming about, but you will have a new property soon.
Okay.
Within this year.
Annette Bowden, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, wants to know if Southwest Airlines is going to pull out of the Chattanooga airport. Affects her job.
No.
Connie Anderson, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Didn't Jen say last year in everyone's yearly forecast that she saw finances changing in February? Might just be a year off. Well, yeah, what do you think, Jen? That's true, right?
It's been known to happen.
It was February last year.
And I think what that is, I don't think it's, I'm just so, bad at it. I think that sometimes, when I take a look at, okay, tell me when, but I really did look at last year. I was really trying to look at last year, but I was really focused on, tell me when the RV hits. And I see all these dots in certain time periods. And then, I'm doing a yearly forecast. I assume it's this year. But, if the angels told me, if I had to tell each person, well, I know you've been, we want this to happen this year, but we got another year to go. I mean, would everybody lose their crap and probably?
You don't want everybody to go start spending, running up credit cards and spending money.
Well, we did that anyway. But would I quit doing it? So.
Yeah. Annette Bowden was actually asking, will Southwest start flying out of Chattanooga within the next few years? That was her question.
They still haven't made that decision yet.
Okay. Ray wants to know, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Holly Celiano appeared recently on the John Dowling show. Haven't heard of either of those people. Is she a credible person on the topic of new gold-backed U.S. Treasury notes in Iraq? Otherwise, things would have crumbled, she said. So Holly Celiano. Is she a credible person to listen to?
She does have some information. I do believe it's hyped up to it's not as credible as you think.
Scott, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, said, will I get any job offers before March? Scott wants to know if he's going to get any job offers before March.
Hang on. I shouldn't answer that last question. I usually don't do that. Apologize for that. I don't like to tell if somebody's credible or anyway. Now who's looking for a job?
Scott.
Our Scott we know?
I don't know. It's Scott 1484. Will I get any Red Castle $5 a month subscriber? Will I get any job offers before March?
One job offer, another possible opportunity, which I wouldn't suggest. That's more like, it looks like a multi-level marketing thing or something like that.
Okay. Lori says, a Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Jen, Lori's daughter, Jennifer, is having an ultrasound tomorrow or for female parts. Do you see us getting answers for all her pain?
What is it?
Endometriosis. That's what I was thinking. It was endometriosis. That's what I got. Am I psychic? Endometriosis. Yeah.
I think I'm rubbing off on you.
That can be, that can be treated with drugs pretty effectively. Depo-Provera, I think, treats it really well.
One thing about positive thinking, when you choose to do that, you receive more divine guidance. You do. Because the negativity blocks it from coming in.
Yeah, you do. You do. And I got a million stories like that. Mm-hmm. Diana says, just want to say how much I appreciate you both, Jen and Mike. Love listening to you, Little Red Castle. Thank you, Diana. Super Dave Pork Chop, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Dave here, do you see me retiring early at 55, 4 years from now, or even earlier than that? David wants to know.
Big jump up from that, Dave. Earlier.
Christy Swan, $5 a month subscriber, Little Red Castle, says, do you see me moving this year?
I see you scouting out new places to go. I'm not sure if an actual move happens this year, but I believe it gets the process started.
Okay, Rebecca says, Jen, my dog Alice is having diarrhea and some vomiting. Took her to the vet, put her on antibiotics. What is causing this? Her blood work is pretty good. That's Rebecca's dog, Alice. What's causing it? And her blood work.
Blood's pretty good, but I do see little bugs in there, not like actual bugs, but that's what bacteria and virus look like to me.
Mm-hmm.
Slight difference. So she had something going on in there in the intestinal tract, and I think the antibiotics will clear it
up. Here we go. Sweetie, we need your name. We need your name and to connect, but we'll try. Jen will try. Jen, my dog Max passed unexpectedly yesterday morning. I'm very sorry. Is he with me like I'm thinking he is? I want him to go play with the rest of his sisters and friends. It's very sweet. I don't know if we can connect.
Yeah, it was like he just actually woke up from a dream and walking around, and everybody was, handling the situation, and it was just like trying to why don't you hear me? Then he went home. Then he came back in the evening. So yeah, back and forth.
Tammy, question for Jen. Why did Linwood have a dog com about Phil? I don't understand. I thought they liked each other. I think they've gone back and forth. So.
Well, as much as, as as much as you want to listen to Linwood, and I don't think it's a bad guy, I think it's a good guy, he does have his own personal opinions that he can't confirm. Okay, he's not psychic, he's not any of those things, he's probably talking to Jesus, which is good. But
He's very grounded.
nothing's gonna happen to Phil.
Hmm?
Nothing's happening to Phil.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be fine. Don't worry.
I hope the Gentel is the RV is announced during the Soudani interview with Politico tomorrow. I didn't know Al Soudani, the Prime Minister of Iraq, is being interviewed by Politico tomorrow. That would be a great time to announce the RV, and it would fit our timeline.
Well, I'm planning for an absolutely wonderful, exciting day tomorrow. So
yeah, I think it would be
let's
great.
all do that.
Let's do that. He said to pay attention to Iraq. They're practically telling us it's coming. They are telling us it's coming in a variety of ways. Stores getting okay. So that's just a general comment. Linda says it started snowing big flakes at my house. So.
Snowing here right now.
The snow is so pretty. Aunt B 112. I found a little dog yesterday that was hiding in the bushes in the snow. The temps have been in the teens. Is it okay? No frostbite? And will I find the owner?
There is an owner. It got out. It panicked. It's close by too. So in your neighborhood, put up.
Put up flyers or better yet, take a picture of the little guy, print it out in color, and then just take it around to every house in your neighborhood.
I think it's okay.
It's
traumatized.
This one. Laura, hi, Jen. Mike and Jen, Southern California here. It's pretty cold and foggy today. I am 3 miles from the base of the San Gabriel Mountains. So interesting. Marcus, didn't we get this question the other day? Will United Launch Alliance survive, and is Jeff Bezos a paid saboteur? If so, who is his paymaster?
Right. So if I get that information, put it out on the internet, it would have put me in some kind of danger. Yeah, so I'm not going to answer the Jeff Bezos question. I don't even know what United Launch Alliance is. What is that?
It's a private company trying to launch rockets for NASA. So,
will it survive?
They've been working for a while.
No.
There are better companies and solutions out there. Mrs. Cooper, what if Treasury keeps our money? What if an asteroid hits your house?
What if I spontaneously combust in 30 seconds? It's not going to happen.
What if they? What?
Because today's an amazing day.
That's not the plan. That's not the plan.
No.
Grassley question.
The reason that the money is going to be held in trust in an account with the Treasury is because unless the country absolutely goes kaput, ceases to exist, it's the safest possible place that it can be kept.
Sure,
any bank can go under, and it's the one place that can hold that much, without fees.
Mm-hmm.
So it's safe. It's safe.
Carissa wants to know, Jen, can you please ask Jesus, how do we quiet our ego so we can focus on loving and positive creation and get away from wanting to do the I told you so? Oh, I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna pass out all my I told you so's to all the people that laughed at me who are never gonna get a dime from me. I don't care if your mother's dying, I'm not giving you a dime for her operation. Forget it. If you made fun of me, you're not getting a thing. I'm passing out my I told you so's.
Well, Jesus says,
don't do that.
What's accomplished in telling them I told you so when they already know?
Yeah. Well,
what are you projecting? You are projecting.
I'm better than you. I'm smarter.
Negative energy at that individual.
I don't know. I feel pretty happy. I feel pretty happy right now. I don't feel very negative.
So that's not something that we do.
Okay. It's not something that we do. Mommy says that's not something that we do. So we don't do that. We can do it in our heads, but we don't have to do it in public. I can hand over my currency and they could keep it. And yeah, okay, all right. We can't deal with that. Thoughts on Phil's last live? No, I didn't watch it. Unless I hear there's some big revelations in it, I don't bother watching Phil anymore because most of the time it's an infomercial. So,
okay, is he doing live tonight?
Huh? He might be. I don't know.
We had intel for tonight, I thought.
I don't know.
Oh, it's probably one of those phone.
Eagle 1 says the Eagle has landed. Intel's incoming. Okay, we got 3 minutes left, Jen. I think that is going to be it. Oh, I see. Okay. Eagle 1. You're a fag. Okay, well, you're gone now and you'll never be back, Eagle 1. So go be a fag somewhere else. Yeah, Christopher Iverson. Boom. Okay. Broker and buyer discussions have ramped up considerably. Well, that happens every 2 weeks, Batman. Okay. Jen, so I wanted to ask you one thing before you go at 1:50. I did this thing. I saw this thing on my Facebook page. I will draw your soulmate. You know, I'm a psychic and I'll find your soulmate. And they're AI creations, right? They're obviously AI creations. So I thought, well, this ought to be good for a laugh. Let me apply to this, right? So I don't know, it's $29 or something. And I think they just use an AI program to create a picture. So then I started as I was waiting for it, I started thinking, oh, what if it's my ex-wife? What if it's this girl that I broke up with? What if it's that girl that I broke up with? What if it's this girl I had what if it's Jenny Constantine? I mean, what if it's something terrible that's never going to happen? What if it's bad? So I got it yesterday. And I want to show everybody what the AI, I think is AI, says is my soulmate. So no, that's not it. There it is, right there. Here, folks, is, according to AI, Mike Berra's soulmate. Da-da-da. So that's what I got. And I'm like, it looks like a cross between Melissa Tittle, who is a producer I worked with for years, and a lady named Audrey. Jen, what do you think? What do you think about that picture?
Oh, it's a totally randomly generated thing that combines images from your friend list.
That's what I think. I think they went and raided my Facebook.
So not an actual person.
Yeah, and put it together. So I'll just be looking for her now, my soulmate, And I'm like, what if it comes back and it's
it would have been funnier if it was Dave. That would have been that would have been funnier.
Dave or you or my side chick or any number of
other. Me, that would have been funny. Yeah.
It would have been funny. So no, it didn't turn out that way. So there she is, folks. There's the future second ex, Mrs. Berra. I think it looks a little like Tittle, and a little bit like, and this makes me sad, a little bit like a friend of mine named Audrey, who passed away about a year ago. Looks a lot like her, and that's disappointing. But I thought it was funny. And
well, Deb wants a job. Deb from Sacramento.
Deb wants a job. What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
she wants the job.
Oh, I'm better looking than that. Send nudes, Deb. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Put your money where your mouth is. Okay, Deb. So we love you. All right, Jen. Anything else? It's your time to go. You got to get ready for some readings. Any other final thoughts? Great information today. Really appreciate it. Nothing.
See positive things. At the very least, let's create that today's an amazing day and tomorrow's even better.
Yep.
Thank you, God.
Yep. I think we got a great opportunity.
Now, one more thing you can do if this is difficult for you. Okay, real quick. Go and pray and ask God for a promise necklace. Okay. Now, this necklace looks kind of like a big. It probably look different for you, but it's a clear crystal, many facets in it. It glows. And so ask him, so Jen said I can have a promise necklace too. And when you visualize this snippet in time, we want to shoot that like a light into that promise necklace and see it glow. And then we want this flash that goes throughout your entire reality. Okay. It's just fun to do. Do it. And then we say, thank you, God. That can assist you in having some kind of tool. Okay.
Cool. Thank you, God. Okay, JenniferFallah.com, Jennifer Fallah-Doreen on YouTube, Philosophy on Telegram, and Jennifer Fallah-Doreen also on Telegram. Don't forget, you can also hit us up on CashApp, $MBara33, or Zelle, MBARA33 at MSN.com. Or you can go to Rumble and go to Real News Live, follow us on Real News Live, subscribe. $5 a month, best way to support the show.
Also, share this Rumble show today so we get more people on board with that creation.
That's right. That's another good idea. And don't forget to go to the CBD Gurus, cbdgurus.com, and MikeBarrettPets.com and MikeBarrettPets@gmail.com. Send Diana an email at MikeBarrettPets@gmail.com and tell her what's going on with your dog, your cat, your horsey, or yourself. And she will work with you on getting you on the different mushroom products. And I just will say, I've just gotten started on my own personal self. I have to get my headache, my sinus infection cleared up first. Then I'm going to start on the mushroom products myself. But I know Barkley has just had great response to the dog stuff. So thanks for being here. Love you guys. Jen and I will be back on Monday, and I probably am going to do Whiskey and Wisdom tonight unless something happens between now and then. If Mark asks, I will be there. Love you guys. See you next time. Keep your eyes out. Watch these next couple days. Could be pretty exciting. Bye-bye.